Hello Ben and Sophie. This is our next episode of the Wild West. Since the last episode, things have changed. Those poor Indians, they did win the Battle of the Little Bighorn, but the American soldiers came back and eventually forced them onto a reservation where they're not very happy. So all the Indians have gone. And the white men have built a town. They drained that lake. You remember the lake with the wildfowl? That's gone. And now they've got a busy little town. Let's have a look at the town. Here at this end, we've got Ben's Saloon. And if we look inside, we can just slide this back. There's Ben sweeping up. I think they've just had pizzas. Behind the saloon, there's the hen coop, because they need fresh eggs. Then we move along and we've got the shed for the carts. And this is the livery stable. If you come around here, you can see the name of the building. And a livery stable is a bit like a garage, because you take your horse there and they look after it and they feed it and water it, or you can hire a new horse, or if you're doing a long journey, you can swap horses here. So it's like a motel for horses. Anyway, the upstairs part is called the hay loft, and they've got this pulley and they can hoist up the bales of hay and have them upstairs, and then they can drop them. There's a little, I don't know if you can see through the window, but there's a hole in the floor with a ladder, and they can drop the hay down to the horses inside. Over the road, we've got a cabin here. You may have seen this before. And then next to it is the jail, made of stone, so it's quite strong. And you'll see that the sheriff is Sophie. She's the first female sheriff in Arizona. Let's have a look inside the jail. And there's Sophie. We'll just bring Sophie out and have a look at her. She has to wear smart clothes for work, a bit like your mummy, Sophie. She's wearing a grey wraparound skirt over a white petticoat with a red silk blouse. She keeps her hair quite short, a bit like Doris Day, and she always carries 2 Colt 45s, these revolvers, because she's a very forceful, strong woman. Now in the jail, and it's locked, but you can see the door does open. This part's the jail, it's got barred windows and bars there. Is a bad person. He's a bandit. You can always tell the bad people because they wear sombreros, this funny sort of hat, and they often have bandoliers, these belts of bullets. Anyway, he's in jail because he was rustling cattle, he was stealing cattle, and he'll be put on trial quite soon. Meanwhile, in the street, we've got a big wagon going by with lots of milk in the churns and sacks of flour, and then there's a buggy going along quite fast. Then there's a timber yard, because they cut quite a lot of timber around here. You'll see that there are lots of trees out in the beyond the town. So that's the start of our story. And what Sophie, the sheriff, has heard is that the bandits, they plan to ride into town and break their friend out of jail. And she's heard from someone who was in a cantina, she heard these bandits boasting, saying they were going to ride into town, they're going to break, his name's Juan, break Juan out of the jail, they are going to steal the whiskey, they are going to set fire to the buildings, they were going to cause terrible havoc. So Sophie's got to sort something out, she's got to make a plan. So we'll see what the plan is in the next episode.